Alright. Alright. Here we go. Time to get this party started. Even if it is a bit of a late one. Hello, travelers of the internet, and welcome back to Guardian Studios. Or, if you are new to the channel, welcome to you. My name is JGuard, your host, guide, and humble bard into the worlds virtual and fantastical. And I am very pleased to welcome you all back to the channel, or in the case of the newcomers, welcome you fresh to the Guardian Studios experience, as we prepare to dive back into the world of Ytarios on this, oddly, very late stream. I apologize for the lateness of the hour for those of you who run off of the Eastern Standard Time or further to the east, but, I gotta do what I gotta do, you know? Hello, Copper. Glad you can make it to the stream. Hope you are doing alright tonight. Give me a moment while I put in the rules. Oh, I'm doing pretty good, Copper. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. Ah, that is a good sound. You hear that? You hear that sound of the skeletons going up the bubble column? Yeah, that's a good sound. That means our skeleton spawner is working. Keprite! Hello! Welcome to the channel, or welcome back, I should say. You seem like you know your way around here. Kind of. This is definitely a newer world compared to the ones that I've done before. This one was just started this year, and so far it has been quite the experience. Although things are looking like they might start to get a little more interesting. There we go. Rules are posted for anybody who needs to see them. And we've got a few skellies already in the grinder. That's good. Because I need to make sure my equipment is as charged up and repaired as I can get it. The beauty of finding a skeleton grinder, well, skeleton spawner, and then getting to turn it into a skeleton grinder. It is such a big help when you have one of these. And for anybody wondering what's down there, this is my lava hole. So if I get stuff from the skeletons that I don't need, which, come on, I do not need any more bows. Look at how many bows I've got. Look at that. It's crazy. And I've already almost filled up a chest, a double chest, with bones and arrows combined. It's insanity how productive this farm is. This grinder is so potent. I just want to stick around long enough to get level 30 and then do a quick enchantment. Thanks, Copper. Yeah, we've made a good amount of progress. Getting diamond armor, being at the point where I can start seriously enchanting stuff. Not to mention, I have been doing a little bit more mining along this path here. But we've also got so much more to do, though. That's the thing. There is a lot more that I have planned to do on this world, and it's going to take a lot of time to get all of it done. And even once I get what I already have in my mind done, I'm still going to have more projects to do. We'll see how that all goes, though. Look at how darn productive this thing is. I can't get over that I was actually able to get something like this prepped up. This is big. Oh man, that's right. I've got to get my gear enchanted with mending. Are you mainly going to be doing this world for the next streams? Mostly going to be doing this world, trying to get my solo stuff going back for the time being. Hey, Payton! Good to see you, pal. Glad you can make it to the stream. Hope you are doing alright. Hope you're doing alright tonight. Now, I do want to clarify something. When I say I'm going to be focusing on my single-player world, that does not mean that I'm not open to doing multiplayer stuff again. It just means I'm going to be doing mostly single-player streams on here, and there is that. But I am not opposed to doing multiplayer stuff now and then. I do want to focus mainly on single-player for the time being. Nice right about now. I should probably focus on getting a helmet fully enchanted. Yeah, I saw that you said that, Copper, and I appreciate you letting me know about that. I actually haven't been over there in forever. I haven't been on that realm in forever, but I may try to jump on there at some point soon and do a little designing or something. We'll see. Probably would be a good idea for me to try doing some of that. Projectile protection. Why is it gotta be projectile prot? I don't need projectile protection. Go ahead and bind these all together. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right, you did paint it. I apologize for having not been on there yet, though. I apologize for that. I've been trying to come up with things to do on this world. I've been trying to figure out what all I need to do to be able to do the projects that I have in mind. Because, like I said, I've got a lot of ideas in my mind for things to do on this world alone. And I want to do stuff on this world so dang bad because I love the ideas that I've come up with. But, again, I am not against doing multiplayer stuff again. That sounds like a lot of skeletons are coming up. Well, you guys know that I've been doing kind of an Asian, Japanese, Chinese kind of theme with my builds lately. Or trying to, for most of them. One of the things I want to do is try to build kind of a palace or temple based around the style. Alright, Copper. You have a good night, pal. And I want to build that soon. But I also want to go back and rebuild my house. I did hear about that, Keprite. I did hear about that. My brother, Enya of Enyasoft Gaming, he told me about it. So, and honestly, that is a big deal to me because the fact that they finally decided to give us hardcore on Bedrock, I can just imagine how many people are going to be starting hardcore worlds for either the challenge or just because that's what they want to do, or because that is what they normally do, if in the case of Java players that are getting into Bedrock, because I know there's a bunch of people like that. Pardon me a second while I get rid of these excess leather and bow bits, and the gold boots. I don't need gold boots. Honestly, gold boots are kind of pointless to me. A golden helmet, that's one thing. That's not going to take nearly as much damage as boots would. Because if I make perfect boots, which I am going to eventually, I want them to be diamond, not gold. Because gold boots will wear out way too fast if I get things like soul speed on them. Put soul speed on boots, and they wear out that quick in the nether when you get near soul sand. And since my nether spawn put me under a soul sand valley, why didn't I think of that? I've done that before. That's the thing, I've done that before. Why didn't I think of that? I should have thought of that. I'll have to get some iron, make some hoppers, and install them here. Because I think I was actually planning on doing that. I can't remember for sure, but I think I was actually planning on doing that, Payne. I'm glad you said something. That's going to be one of the things I try to do tonight, I think, is set up some hoppers and a couple more chests in here so that I can have bows in this chest funneling into here, and then put the metal armors in this chest, have them smelt, and then get pumped into there as nuggets. It's not a lot of more material, but it's more iron and gold. And more iron and gold is vital to pretty much all the projects I have in mind. Pretty much any project I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to end up needing those materials at some point. Yes, it can, Payne. That's just one more reason why I like doing streams, because then I get to hear from other players of the game that I'm playing, and I get their insight into a point that I may have overlooked, because that was something I'd overlooked. Oh, come on, I already have protection 4 on a golden helmet. I don't need another one. What in the world? See, in the time since last stream, I have done a couple of sessions of booting this world up and just sitting here with my controller getting a constant input so it doesn't bounce me out of the game or make the system go into rest mode, and just sat here. I've just sat here over in this corner here and let the skeletons pile up. But that's not very good content. So we are going to not do a whole boatload of that. We are going to put these bows in here. I think I'm actually going to disenchant this one, because any little bit of XP I can get is going to be a benefit. And I had been trying to remember to disenchant bows as I went, but yep, I knew it. There are a few stragglers on that effort. Again, any little bit of XP will help get me to a point where I can do more enchanting. And I want to do as much enchanting as I can. But I think, for the moment, we are going to go focus on my actual plan for tonight. I really wish I could put that feather falling on my boots. That's the one part. I wanted to get feather falling on my boots before I went. Feather falling and depth strider. But I think I'm going to end up having to reforge my gear anyway. So, you know what? We're going to take this golden helmet. I'm going to combine it with another helmet to repair it up as much as I can, and then we are going to go and do what I intend to do tonight. See, what I need to do tonight is I need to go to the Nether. I need to go back to the Nether again, because I am missing a vital material for one of my farms. I am missing Oh, yeah? Huh. Cool. I am missing Crimson and Warped Nylium. I hadn't thought about them in a while, but I remembered earlier today that I hadn't actually acquired those things yet. For anyone who doesn't know what that is, Crimson and Warped Nylium, they are such important materials when you're farming the Nether woods. Crimson and Warped Stem are the wood types of the Nether, and they only grow from Crimson and Warped Fungus. But Crimson and Warped Fungus will only grow on Crimson or Warped Nylium. And I want to say they only grow on their respective form of Nylium, which is basically netherrack with the respective kind of fungal growths on it. Now, we can't force such growths onto blank netherrack. Yes, and the logs do not burn. That's a unique trait of Crimson and Warped Stem. They don't burn. But I have a very desperate need of warped planks for some of my future projects. I'll probably end up needing, what is that stuff called? It's in the Ocean Monuments. Prismarine. I'm going to end up needing Prismarine for some of my builds too, but I figure it's more vital that I start farming the Nether woods first, because I can always use warped planks in place of Prismarine for a while. So, here we go. Gonna dive into the Nether again. Here we go. I hate going into the Nether. I really do. The Nether is the nightmare of my Minecraft experience. All the fire and all the hostile mobs constantly hounding me drives me crazy. I hate dealing with them. That works. Hey, that works. That worked out. Got rid of the moron. Got rid of the skeleton. Now, I've already made two kinds of progress here. I started digging down to where the, where we will find... Wow, that's different. I've dug down to where we will have to be in order to find ancient debris when the time comes to start working on getting netherite. I just thought I ought to point out that I have been doing that. I'm not going to be trying to mine for it actively right now, because I don't see the point in actively trying to get any right now, any ancient debris, because it's not going to be of any use to us until we have a netherite upgrade item. Because unfortunately with 1.20 they changed things around so that you must have one of these netherite upgrade items in order to actually upgrade diamond tools to netherite. Yeah. Yeah. There's so many stinking hostile mobs in the Nether. And once some get into your space, it ends up feeling like an infestation you just cannot fight. Am I right? Okay, that is the wrong way to go. Got to find the, gotta find my way back to the Crimson Forest. Because that's the easiest way to start my hunt. Is it this way? Where do I go to find... Aha. Was this the way down? No, that was an attempt at the way down. Oh yeah, ghasts. Those are the worst. I can deal with the zombie piglins to a degree. I can deal with the I can deal with the oh, what are they called? I can deal with the skeletons, I can deal with the piglins, I can deal with the hoglins. What I cannot deal with are the ghasts. Because when they decide to spawn, they spawn everywhere, incessantly. And they constantly fire off those stupid fireballs. All it takes is one errant ghast that doesn't want you to live, and you have a nightmare on your tail for the entire time that you're there. Yeah, pretty much. They pretty much shoot creepers. They are the biggest pain in the rear out of anything in the Nether. I can even deal with the Endermen better than I can deal with ghasts. Unfortunately, we're going to have to find where we would deal with the Endermen, because the only way to get warped nylium is to go to a warped forest, which means we're looking for one of the few biomes in the Nether that I would normally try to avoid. Well, okay, one of three. There are 3 biomes I try to avoid like the plague in the Nether. There is the Warp Forest, because there's so many Endermen, and you look at even one wrong, and it feels like in your attempt to get rid of the one, you're gonna look at like 20 more. Wow, look at all the Warp Fungus. Or Crimson Fungus. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a bunch of this. But then, you've got... So, Warp Forest is a pain because of how many Endermen there are. Good one, Painin. Good one. I don't like Warp Forests for the Endermen, but... Hey, Enya, the 2 other biomes that I would avoid like a plague when dealing with the Nether are the, oh, what is the one? What is that one? There's... It's named after a material. Basalt Delta. The Basalt Delta. I avoid the Basalt Delta like a plague. Because the Basalt Delta has that nasty little trait where it spawns in magma cubes. And it spawns them in like they're going out of style. Ah, yes. To deal with the Endermen, all you have to do is wear a pumpkin. Wear a carved pumpkin. And because you can't see them clearly, the Endermen don't get mad at you. It's an interesting little gimmick. I'm actually glad that there is such a gimmick. To make it so that you can not have to really worry about the Endermen. If only there was such a trick for Basalt Deltas in dealing with magma cubes. Even more so, if only there was a way to go through soul sand valleys without having to worry about the ghasts. Oh my gosh. The ghasts. The Nether would be so much better without ghasts. I can tell you at least 3 occasions, minimum, where a ghast has been the cause of my death. Whether it's blown me up right off a cliff into a lava lake, simply outright blown me up, or caused me to panic and try to swat the fireball back at it, only to hit a piglin. Enchanted carved pumpkins? Hey, if only. If you could add enchantments to carved pumpkins, that'd actually be kind of cool. But, nah. That ain't likely to happen. Someone would have a very major problem with saying ain't. Technically, ain't a word. The one problem with trying to find warp forest is trying to find a warp forest. I don't know if there's any kind of particle effect that gives away when you're in a warp forest. There definitely is in a crimson forest, but I don't know if there is one for a warp forest. An app or mod for that? For what? Finding the forest? Finding the biome we need? If that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I know there's map stuff that you can do, like chunk base. But I'm trying to avoid using that personally as much as I can. Hey, look where we are. Caves. Oh, crud. We're in the one biome I didn't want to find. We're in a basalt delta. Oh, bumbly jumbo dumba. Yeah, the meme ain't exactly wrong. At times it feels like there is an app for everything. I don't want to risk that gas deciding that I look like a good thing to use as target practice. I was really hoping I would be digging down to a warp forest, not a blasted basalt delta. I'm not kidding you when I say basalt deltas are probably my least favorite biome because of how often and rapidly you end up getting stuck with magma cube spawns. I mean, those things are everywhere. They're... Feels like magma cube or the Nether equivalent to, if anybody really gets this, I'll be surprised. Tribbles. Now that I know what those are. I can compare them quite accurately to that. Okay, so this is not the right biome. This is not the right area. We're gonna want to keep moving on. I'm not sure what you mean, but okay, Paynon. So, a question, does anybody know how to see... Does anybody know if there's a particle effect that happens specifically when you're in the, in a warped forest? Because if there is such an effect, I would like to know what it looks like. Oh, this is the other reason why I hate basalt deltas. You end up having to deal with way more lava. Yeah, that's kind of what I figure. I think there isn't really a proper particle effect. It's just, you know, because you can see the environment. Well, it just seems a shame to waste the gold. Anyone could take it. Alright. Yeah, if you can find out if there's any kind of particle effect specifically for the warped forest, that would be great. I don't necessarily want to have to rely on chunk base to find this in the closest warped forest. I just want to find one, get some warped nylium, and leave. If down the road I need ender pearls from endermen specifically, I'll hunt them at night in the overworld. It'd probably be simple enough, just run around at night in the overworld in one specific set of chunks and let the nasties make themselves known. So while mine spawned me close to a crimson forest, yours spawned you next to a warp forest. Ain't that just hilarious? No, seriously, that is kind of funny. Oh, nice! You got a really good spawn. I wish I could have gotten that kind of spawn. That's another thing. I'm gonna have to go looking for a freaking Nether fortress at some point. I think with that one, I'm gonna just pick a direction and go. But that's not gonna happen for a while, I don't think. I'm not too worried about finding a fortress right now because I don't really need a fortress. I'm not in any kind of rush to get to the end. Would it be nice to have a Elytra already? Sure, but I'm not gonna rush to get there. I'm gonna take my time and I'm going to enjoy a nice, relaxed, leisurely pace of playing through the game. And build up any and all the structures that I decide I really want to. Whether they be farms, or just simple decorative builds. Still in the freaking basalt delta. I'm sure I've traveled hundreds of blocks by now. I can just imagine the kind of contraption I'll have to make when I next do a modded Java Edition world. Ugh, gas zones. That ain't good. So you're dealing with a lot of gas, huh? I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna go and say this for the sake of probably the entire Minecraft community. Ghasts suck. Oh, ha! You were right there. Ow! Get off of me, you stupid piece of cheese. Say goodbye. Stinking. See what I mean about magma cubes? They're everywhere in basalt. Even in the caves. And they suck. Worst part about them is that they're basically slimes. You find a big one, take it out, oh, it ain't down, it's just gonna divide and send a whole bunch more after you. Only unlike regular slimes, even the tiny ones hurt. Sweet berries can grow in the Nether? What, on netherrack? Huh. Well, that's an interesting little fun fact. Oh, they have to be on dirt. Okay. That's interesting, though. Okay, we are out of the basalt. We got out of basalt right about here. I'll place torches at close to the points where we pass through biomes. I'm certain I won't be exact, but who knows? I might be close. So, Paynin, any news about giveaways to if you're in a warp forest? Is there in a warp forest biome? Is there a particle in the air, or is it just a matter of, oh, hey, you gotta actually look and see if the environment is the right kind? Because I think I'm in a crimson forest now. Yep, Crimson Forest, as I thought. Oh, this one's Ironically, it's further away, but it's easier to get to. Or easier to get down to from higher up. Hey, Leo! Good to see you, pal. Glad you could make it to the stream. Oh, hey! I just noticed! There's a fortress down there. Nice! I mean, again, I'm not worried about getting there. I might try to go down there at some point and get one blaze rod so I can make a couple of ender chests, but... Dark blue dot particles? Okay. I'll try to keep my eyes open for that. I'll try to keep eyes open for that. Did I bring obsidian? No, I didn't. So I will definitely have to make my way back the long way. Then again, the long way through the Nether is technically still a shorter way than if I were to make my way back by Overworld, isn't it? We are having to go quite a distance. And just watch. Later, I will check and see if Chunk Face reveals anything close to where my spawn is. And I'll find out that there was a warp forest right there at my base. Or right close to my base. All I had to do was go a couple hundred blocks in the other direction, and boom, I'd have ended up there. That would be typical. That would be entirely typical. Dum da dee da dum da dum da dee da dum da da. If only we were down at debris level, I'd probably find some debris. And then this wouldn't feel like I was wasting my time. I apologize that this is pretty much all that's happening, guys. I sincerely apologize. I think I'm in a Soul Sand Valley area again. I have gone over 1,000 blocks in one direction, looking for a single biome, or a sign of a single biome. I hate when I have to go that far for one thing. Man, this is a long tunnel. I feel like this could be a solid representation of my stubborn side. The part of me that refuses to give up. And is like, no, I have got to do this, or I have got to do that. You know what I mean? When you're willing to dig a single long line, that's a sign of being willing to go that kind of distance. Of course, it's nothing compared to someone who actually takes the long way and bridges from one point to another. instead of just traveling through a 2-block tall tunnel like I'm doing. That torch will mark that that is the first Nether fortress we found. And enter the Basalt Delta biome. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was a testament to dedication. That go around. That was a testament to dedication. I will say that for sure. Oh, pardon me. Wow, I really had gone over 1,000 blocks. Dum de dum da dee da dum da dum da dum da dee. Ba dum da dee da dum da dum da dum da dum dun dun. Thought for a second I had finally left that biome. Oh. There it is. Okay, that's where Basalt Delta starts. And we got it towards the other side where it ends. Cool. Yeah. Ay, 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 ay. Quite the distance to have gone. And yet, we have nothing to show for it yet. That, my friends, is frustration. Oh, come on, pig. Dumb hog! Hogs! Why are there so many hogs? Well, we're going back to the overworld. At least we got the crimson nylium. We can test and see if the warp fungus will grow on it. I don't think it will. But we can also unload our inventory. Because we got a lot of stuff. And I do mean a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot about this. The portals didn't properly sync. Ow! Darn it, I was gonna try and shoot it. I had just gotten the idea to try and shoot the darn thing. I didn't find the warp forest. I've got some crimson nylium, but I didn't find the warped forest that I was looking for. Which bugs me tremendously. I don't like leaving a job half done. Not unless I have no other option. But part of my problem is I'm concerned that if I keep going in the direction I was going, I'm never going to find what I'm looking for. Because I'm watching just for particles. Say I don't notice the particles and I go right past the biome that I need. That's the price I pay with trying to make the tunnel the way I was doing. Don't get me wrong, that's probably what I'm going to do in the other direction, but at some point I'm going to have to see if I can resync the portals to the Nether so that I have two distinct paths in and out of the Nether. Currently I don't. Math, huh? Oh boy. Fun. To be honest, that's a subject I got sick of a long time ago. Didn't used to be that way. I used to find math fascinating. But then someone came along and ruined my liking for it. But those who still are able to enjoy it, I say kudos to you people. You are worth respecting. Pardon me. So I have crimson nylium, and with even just one piece, I can spread some crimson nylium to this section over here. But the warped nylium is what I don't have. And again, I don't want to have to do chunk base. But I might have to in order to have a chance at actually finding what I'm looking for. I need to at least see if there's even a warp forest nearby. Don't want to have to do it, but I may have to. let's see. Seed map, chunk base. It looks like it still has my seed. Cool. What? Is this thing right? Is this thing right? I don't know if I believe what this thing is saying. Hold on a moment. Hold on a moment. Hold it. Hold it. Hold everything. If this is my seed, which I'm pretty sure it is. Okay. So let me see here. Hang on. This is the one kind of math that I'm going to be doing right now. Bring up my calculator thing. We have negative 330, let's say 338. Divide that by 8. 42.25. Okay, well, let's actually do this from the Nether. Because then we'll get coordinates to a portal that we can actually use. I'm really not looking forward to this. Because I feel like... Okay, you can stop with the weird terrain noises in my ear, game. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Loads in. Right, I need to take the coordinates of this portal. I need... Okay, no, I'm wrong here. Alright, so... Negatives? Don't tell me that there's been one right next to me all along. Okay, no. There hasn't. It's further away. It's further away. But I'm pretty well lined up to go to it. Well, that guy just signed his death warrant. Monsieur Stupid Skeleton. Mr. Stupid Skeleton. You are an idiot, Mr. Skeleton. You have condemned yourself to be destroyed. But for this, we are grateful to you. Okay. I want to get back to where I have the tunnel. I'm going in a different direction. But that spot is going to be familiar to me. So, come up here, and where is my tunnel? Here is my tunnel. do it on this side this time. Oh, you, what are those coordinates for, Painted? Ah. Hey! Debris! Bonus! That's right! That stuff can spawn up high. I forgot that stuff can actually spawn high up. So I'll be going the other way. See, I think I might have found what I was looking for. I don't know if I'm right, but here we go. I'm just glad this pickaxe has a mending, so I can repair it relatively easily. It is really satisfying to break my way through Netherrack. It really is. Ow. Well, I'm glad I didn't land in the fire. Oh boy. Aha. I guess the nice thing about doing this is I will be able to get ender pearls without having to do a whole bunch of villager trading. So it's one less thing I have to trade for with villagers. Gotta look on the positives here. Gotta look on the bright side. Look for the silver lining. There are those who say every cloud has a silver lining. Of course, that doesn't really account for how heavy that makes the cloud, but eh. I just really, really hope that I'm going the right way. That I haven't made a mistake in my reading of the chunk-based map. I doubt that I have made a mistake, but you never know with Minecraft. I also hope I get there before my pickaxe decides to pop. Because I don't want to have to re-enchant that thing. It took me way too much time to get the Silk Touch pick. And I still need to improve that one. Oh, I think we may be there. I think we may be above the Warp Forest. Yep, we are. The particles have changed. Look at that. It's right below us. The only question becomes, how do I get down there? Safely. I don't have feather falling. And I can't tell if there's one of those vines below me at the moment. So I'm thinking what we do is we kind of bridge out to where there is one of those vines. Or we just go out to this cliff over here. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. We made it. And we got what we came for. Victory! Success! And now we make our way out of the Nether. Back the way we came. Homeward bound, my friends. Homeward bound we doth be. Dum-da-dee-da, dum-da-da. I am definitely going to have to repair my pickaxe, though. I'm going to be grinding a lot of skellies in the morning. Yeah, it's the best way to get my stuff repaired. Just sit at the skeleton grinder, let a whole boatload spawn, and then slash them to pieces. I have no idea, Breadcrumb. That's not going to be for a long, long, long time, methinks. Also, welcome to the channel, Breadcrumb. Or welcome back if you're returning. It could be you're returning and I just don't recognize the name at the moment. That would not surprise me one bit, honestly. Either way, to answer your question, I would get, if I had the means, the money, and the opportunity, I might get a PS5. Just as like a backup system. I wouldn't necessarily be playing it all the time. I'd still want to play my PS4 until the day it gives out. But I might be interested in getting a PS5 one day. Simply because they're not going to be making games for the PS4 for much longer. If they still are at all. Honestly, I'm not sure if they're even making new stuff for it. They might have decided to not make new stuff for it. They might just be making the old new stuff for the new system. I mean, that makes sense. It's a little sad, but it makes sense. But either way, it won't happen for a long time. I've got to have the means. And unfortunately, right now, I definitely do not have the means to do so. Bum. Dum 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 bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum bum. Ah, back to the overworld. Ready? Ho! Home, homeward bound we be. Hey! Do I hear... Yep, it's a zombie piglin, alright. Oh well. Time to head for home. Follow the muddy brick road. Follow the muddy brick road. Not the yellow brick road, the muddy brick road. Oh. That was funny. I don't care who you are, that's funny right there. Dum 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 whoop doop doop. Across the bridge, and thus over the water, across the green, up the stairs, around the well. Only just a few more minutes. Now that I've gotten what I went out to get, it's only going to be a couple of more minutes. Because it is very late, and once I put this in place, I want to go get some sleep. Oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that. Leo? Huh. Cool. There we go. Now I'll just bone meal the netherrack sections, and we will have our crimson and warped farm. Sweet. Which realm is that, Paynin? You talking about the survival realm? Because if so, I'll gladly go take a look at it. If you're talking about the creative one, I will also gladly go take a look at it. Which one? Which one is it? Sorry, I kept talking, so now I don't know which one you were talking about. Survival or creative? While I wait for an answer, I'm going to... Survival? Alright. Do you want me to do it on stream? Because I can do that if you want me to. Meanwhile, I'm going to get my guy down to the skeleton grinder and make sure that I'll be able to set him up. Alright. Then let me get my guy to the skeleton grinder and we'll go take a look at the survival world. Or the survival realm. I shouldn't say survival world because this one here is my survival world. You've got the survival realm, which... Hey, I may eventually want to bounce on and actually try my hand at some stuff on there. We'll see. Alright, my guy is set up at the grinder. Going to bounce out of Ytarios. What motivates me to keep on playing that world? The fact that I only just started it and I have a lot of builds that I want to build. But if you're asking what keeps me going on a world that I have already been playing on for a while, it's usually the fact that I keep coming up with more ideas of things to build on that world. And I love building in survival. It's fun. It's a challenge. Don't get me wrong, I love and I respect players that do building in creative, but building in survival, there's a challenge to it. Where if you mess up, lights out for your character, and you could end up losing everything. Here we are. This must be the survival world. Hopefully my my thing is up to date enough that it can get on there. I don't actually know if it is or not. If it is, great. If not, I would be a little concerned. Because I'm pretty sure mine is fully up to date. There we go. We are on. And this is actually a nice kind of spawn. Look at this. Hello. So, welcome everybody to Painan's Survival Realm. It's actually kind of cool. It's a nice spawn here. Okay, that is definitely not natural. Something was being done over there. And I see why. That is an ocean monument. Kind of want to avoid that. Ah, there's the man. There's the man, Paynon himself. All aboard! Yep, this is Paynon's realm, where Paynon does his thing. Or is doing his thing. I don't often... I'll say this, I don't often join other people's worlds or realms. But if I've known a player for a while, I might be willing to do so if they ask. If they invite me. Whoa. Check this out. Well, someone has been a busy bee. Oh, I have. I have in the past, Breadcrumb. But on my Twitch channel. Wow. Oh, you've got the full trading hall thing going on here. Or start a one. Or is this just like a kind of a villager breeding thing? Oh, nice sugarcane thing. What the? What's down here? Whoa, kelp farm, nice. This guy's good. Paynon is a good player. He's been at this for a while. Man, you got azalea, you got moss, you got sugarcane, kelp, and cactus. Oh, geez, do I see an even bigger sugarcane farm? Yes, I do. Wow, nice. Oh, do you have minecarts as a way to get around? Nice, dude. Oh, well, thank you, Breadcrumb. I'm glad my stream isn't boring. Hey, he's got the wolves. And I heard a cat, too. Hey. Nice setup. Oh, nice. Cats. Where'd he go? There he is. There's the man. Oh, what's down here? Oh, nice. I got a little robot in the corner. Got a little robot over here. Full enchanting setup. Nice, nice. Copperbot. Copperbot. That's funny. Ah, your nether portal. Danger. Endermen. Yeah. And we've already heard that your nether spawn is in the warp forest, so yeah. Beware the Endermen. Oh, what's this? Is this like a watchtower? That's what I get the impression of this being. A watchtower. And this is a nice little place. Neat. Could also be a little fishing hut, but more likely it's a watchtower. Hey, what's up? What's this? Ah, nice. Nice setup. Now where's he going? He's over here. Yeah, if people ask and I feel like doing it, I don't mind showing off other people's worlds or realms, but it's not something I do often. I will say that. And it's not something that I've been doing much of because I've been trying to focus on doing my solo world. But, oh, whoa, whoa! Whoa! What the heck? Wow. Wow, what in the world? Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is someone else's build. This is awesome. My compliments to them. They're good. This looks pretty. I like the layout with all the stuff. It's nice. And they've got a little wolf shelter out here. That's clever. This world is looking cool so far. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll jump on and add some stuff to it. We'll see. Doo-ba-da-ba-dee-ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo. Dee-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-boom. Following painting where he'll go. Where's he gonna go? Oh, I don't know. Oh. 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 I think we have found the villager hall of sorts. Nice open area. Ah, armor, tools, and weaponry. Makes sense. What's this? This one I'm assigned to? Nope. You got a rogue baby villager. And you got some enchantment guys that I can't click on. Oh wait, you would crawl in. You'd go in crouched and then trade with them. That makes sense. And an easy way out. This is cool. Oh, and you even got a little spot to do. You even got spots to do the spruce trees. Yeah, this is a cool realm you got going on so far, Painted. Dried kelp, dude. Really? You know that ain't the best food, right? You're only gonna get like half a. You're only get 1 point of stamina back. Ooh, nice. Ah, I see someone did a cobble generator over here. Oh, and this is where you need the crimson nylium. That makes sense. Yeah. Nice thing about nylium is that you only need to get one piece, and then you use bone meal on the rest of the netherrack around it, and boom, you've got all you need. That's the nice thing they did with Nylium. This is a cool place. I like what you've done. Maybe another time, Leo. My one policy with when I do look at other people's worlds or realms and stuff, I only look at one. If I'm doing it on camera, I only do one at a time. I only do one a stream. Oh dear, he's going over towards the ocean monument. I'm scared. I see what you've done on top of it. It's kind of cool. Yeah, that looks cool. I just get nervous about ocean monuments because, yeah, deadly. Okay, for a second I thought there was a guardian pointing its eyes at me. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I figured you must have cleared it because I didn't get the Elder Guardian animation. Alright, Breadcrumb. See ya. Thanks for tuning in, pal. I appreciate it. Oh, there's more to see. That's why we're sailing. Apparently, there's more to see. Hello. What is that? Is that someone else's base? Is that another project? Oh, is this what I think it is? Is this the kind of thing that I think it is? It is. Someone is clearing out the water from an ocean monument. Is this your doing, dude? Ah, okay, that makes sense. This is kind of cool, though. I'm impressed. Yeah, I just saw it as I was climbing in there. It's kind of cool. Oh, yeah, I can hear guardians down in the water in the area that's not been cleared out yet. That's cool, though. You guys are getting ready to do an ocean monument kind of thing. An ocean monument like a guardian farm. You guys should do a guardian farm. If someone's gonna have an ocean monument base, they ought to have a guardian farm built into it. I mean, if they haven't already planned to do that, they ought to. Because that's a big deal. And that's actually something that I plan to do on my world. I intend to make at least one ocean monument on my world into a base where I'll have a built-in guardian farm. That way I can get XP from a guardian farm and get all the prismarine I'll ever want or need. Not to mention all the fish. That's another thing. You get a lot of I think you get cod out of killing the guardians. Take out Minecraft guardians and you get a whole bunch of cod from them as well as the prismarine. So it's a double dose of benefit. Yeah, this world is pretty good. This world is pretty cool so far. You guys have been doing a good job with it. I get the feeling you might have more to show us. Oh, which way are we going? Going this way, and we're going... Go back to first person. Oh, you're gonna have to slow down just a little bit for me, because I don't have any food. My guy is getting hungry. Actually, my guy is starting to starve. He's down to 3 drumsticks. That was a weird way to say it. 3 drumsticks. Ah. Do what we gotta do, right? Yeah. I don't want feather. I don't want feathers. What's this? Someone else's base? What is with the giant cube? Oh, this is Copper's base. Oh, so Copper's already been on here. Okay. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure who all had been on here yet. I mean, I've seen that one person's on here for sure, besides you, but... Whoa. Is someone planning to set up a minecart rail? That's what I would guess from the long, straight line here. Please tell me that you guys have animal farms, because I wouldn't want you to be wasting killing these animals when you could potentially use them later for farming, if you don't already have. Well, animal farms. I fell in a hole. I don't mind looking around for a little longer, but I will end up having to get off soon, though. It is very late. Where are we going? Right, where are we going? Just for the record, if it hits nighttime... Ah, okay, you saw fit to... Thank you. You saw fit to arm me for in case it does hit nighttime before we get where we're going. Or get somewhere sheltered. Wait up, partner. Oh, someone had... Oh, is this a village? Cool. I hope they got beds, because I think we need to sleep. Night, nighty. Spaghetti. Ravioli. Mamma mia. So is there more to see? Other bases to look at? Oh, what's this? Down, down, down into darkness. This feels like Journey to the Center of the Earth. Why did I stop moving? Whoa. Oh, mine shaft. Cool. Oh, wait, is this? Oh, this is your guys' end. Your end portal. You found it. Cool. That's cool. And you got a little space for when you're ready to go to the end. That's cool. That's cool, man. I'm gonna set my respawn point here just because. That's cool. So, is that everything? Is that a yes? Crush one's for yes. Okay. This is really cool world, though. And on that note, I'm gonna say I hope that my world is being at least half as nice as what Payne and the other guys on this realm have done, because it's looking pretty cool. And I'm going to go ahead and say thank you, everybody, so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed both my world and this one. If you did, please be sure to leave likes, comment, subscribe, and make sure to slap the notification bell so that you don't miss the next stream. And also keep eyes open on my Twitch world, where I may occasionally go on this realm and fiddle around with Payne and whoever else gets on here. But we shall see on that point. But until my next stream, everybody, I am JGuard1, your guide bard and humble host into the worlds of virtual and fantastical. And I'll see y'all next time, right here on Guardian Studios. Bye!